Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best 2 out of 3 M21 draft. Alright, the draft has fired. What do we have? Got some good picks here. Necromentia, the rare, not the pick. Selfless Savior, I like a lot. Swift Response, some removal. I really like the Llanowar Visionary a lot. Garruk's Uprising is a cool card, and I haven't really gotten a chance to play with it much. It's a bit of a build around, but it's first pick. I mean, what better time? It can come in and then draw you a bunch more. It gives all your stuff trample. It's a lot of abilities in one card, and it's an uncommon. I'm okay first picking it here. Like I said, it's a bit of a build around archetypal card, but I think those are good cards in this format in general. So we'll take the Uprising over the Savior and the Visionary. And there's actually a few other good cards in there too, but I'm fine first picking that. All right. Follow-up pick, probably the Dragonfire. Actually, Immolator I think I like more. Creature with prowess. That also doubles as removal. Very good. Doesn't quite work with Uprising, but that's okay. I would say that is the best pick in here, though. Is the old Immolator. Yeah. Alright, third pick. Well, Geyser's amazing. As always, a Dragonfire, a Shock in here. Just all these amazing red cards. I love Geyser. It's just a scalable spell that can hit any target. I don't know what else you really want out of your cards. So we'll take that. Could still... Well, the problem is we're passing good red cards, but there's... I mean, I don't know what else to do. It's like whether you take a red card or not, you're passing a red signal. So I'm going to take the Geyser because it's super strong. Alright, Riddle Form wants to be in the same deck as Immolator and Geyser. Basri's Acolyte is very strong, though. And you're still happy to have it in Immolator Geyser deck. There's an Arsonist in here. Nothing I'd really consider for the Uprising. I haven't gotten a chance to play with Fetid Imp yet, but I know it's good. I mean, I think Riddle Form maybe fits a little bit better than Immolator, but Immolator is one of those cards that's just good on its own. It doesn't matter if you're in Is-It spells. You're happy to play this in any red deck. So I think Acolyte is probably the best. This card is just so good. Really is like not... I won't say it. I say it every draft. Every time I draft this card, I say how nonsensically good it is. So, yeah, I'll take it over Riddle Form. Even though Riddle Form's a good card too. I like Acolyte more, even at common. So we can take the Swift Response. Otherwise, turn to Slag. I like Response more. Although that does start to move us more into white. But I don't know if that's a big deal. And then there's Sanctum of Tranquil Light, which... I mean, it's tough to make the Sanctum deck work. It really is going to be difficult. You got to be pretty lucky, I think. Not lucky. Maybe it's more like if all the Sanctums just wheel. Like no one cares about them. And you're getting them all on the wheel, then I think you can definitely make the Sanctum deck work. And that might also be the only way, reason why to draft that deck, because it is kind of like a shot in the dark if you're just right off the bat picking shrines and hoping it works out. All right, let's take Swift Response. This is actually the first time I've gotten to play this card. How crazy is that? I don't even know how much I like it, especially if we're aggressive. I'm not going to love it when we're aggro, but it's tough to go wrong with all of the stuff that it offers, so we'll take it. So we have Watchdog. Vigilance is good, especially with the Acolyte. Weird is good. We have some pretty good synergies with it already. It's definitely made for the Is-It deck, but I think I like it quite a bit more than the Watchdog. It's a little bit slower, but it's got big upside. There's plenty of spells in red and white. More in red. But that's alright. Let's take the Weird. Alright, a lot of white. Good. Can take the Charger. It's going to be a good beater. Yeah, I think that does it. I have a feeling already I'm not going to like Swift Response in this deck. If we're going to be aggressive, you really don't want stuff like Swift Response because you have to react with Swift Response. You can't be proactive with it, which is not good. But we'll see what happens. So I'm going to take Charger now. I think it's the best card in this pack anyway. Good beater. Unleash Fury. I haven't played with this yet. I think it's an interesting card. It's kind of cool with weird. I'm kind of willing to give it a try since we're kind of looking like hyper aggro Boros. It's also kind of good with Immolator. And there's nothing else in here. Actually, Valorous Steed is playable, but if we're hyper aggro, which by the way, I'm still fine playing Geyser. It's just a big payoff for aggro at the end. But if we're playing hyper aggro, I'm willing to try out the old Unleash Fury. So Hobble Fiend I like. Makeshift Battalion. I'm okay taking the 2-drop here. I've been pretty impressed with Hobble Fiend overall. In response to removal, make my guy bigger. It's got trample. It's a nice candidate for Unleash Fury if it's got a few counters on it already. So we'll take it. Makeshift Battalion now is fine. We could try the Warded Battlements. It's a weird card. I don't know how to feel about Warded Battlements. I've seen it played once. It doesn't beat on its own, which I would say is a big downside. I'm going to take the Battalion over it. I'm just not quite... I think once I see it played and it impresses me, I'll consider it. But for now, I think we're going to pass it. Mutt, totally playable. Crash Through is good with Weird. Good with Immolator. Good with any of our high power stuff. It's actually not that bad of a pick. I don't know what the odds of a Mutt making the deck are anyway. I'm going to actually take Crash Through here. I think Mutt's a good card. This isn't a deck where I'd probably end up playing Mutt, I don't think. Riddle Form should never wheel. That's crazy. I'm going to take it, but I think we're a little bit too far gone to hope to go down an Izzet path now, unless we open some bomb. I'm going to take another Crash Through. Whatever. We'll try this. Thrill of Possibility. Playable if you're getting flooded. So Snoop, we do have an Arsonist, and that is it. We have Faith's Fetters, which is, I mean, regardless of what kind of deck you're playing, you're going to be happy to take a Faith's Fetters. I think we just take it. So Snoop, not really what we're looking for. Faith's Fetters, awesome card. It is 4 mana, but well worth it. Good in it. I mean, it's good in every match. Deals with Planeswalkers. Against aggro, you're gaining life and hopefully winning the race. And against mid-range and whatever else, you're dealing with their big fat fatty for 4 mana and also gaining life. So just really useful card. Follow-up pick. Well, I think we finally missed here. Experimental Overload would be a great payoff for Izzet. Dart, I'm hoping that we wouldn't have to play. Skyscanner is pretty much always playable, although I don't love it in here. It's a good Acolyte target. That's true. I just don't love it. Kind of an underwhelming second pick. We'll take it, though. Okay, so choices now. We have Hobble Fiend, Defiant Strike. Could play Cantrip deck. It's kind of cool. I wonder if you can do it the same way that you do cycling for each... Because cycling was like for each 1 mana, for each cycler you had. Or is it each 3 cyclers you had, you could run 1 less land? That is actually true. It's kind of cool. These require an actual target, though. Not this, but this does. Unlike, I mean, you can always cast it on your opponent's stuff, too. I could play the Defiant Strike here and take it over the second Hobble Fiend. Should we try out the Cantrip deck? I haven't done it. I don't think it's an actual archetype, by the way. I just think it's something we could consider. It's certainly good with, like, Spellgorger Weird. We could try and go for some sort of weird Boros aggro, Spellgorger Weird, a million Cantrip deck. There's another weird. Speaking of, Shacklegeist. Only block creatures with flying you can tap to and tap creatures you don't control. It's a good card. But, yeah, pretty happily take Spellgorger Weird now. And now Crash Through just becomes way better. And Thrill is looking good. All right. Yeah. Another weird. I mean, we've got... I say yes. We've got a good plan for it right now. We already have... I still don't want to play Swift Response, but we may. Because we're a little bit more of a... maybe a little bit more of a Spellgorger Weird abuse deck now. We'll see. I'm definitely taking Spellgorger Weird here, though. It's cool. Because it's a nice little deck. You can take the Arsonist. There's a Turret Ogre. Which, I always say it fast and it sounds like Turd Ogre. Hunter's Edge in here too. Short Sword. I'm okay taking Arsonist. It's more Daybreak Charger synergy. It's a good beater on its own. Sometimes they don't want to attack into it if they have X1s. I think it's a deceptively good 1-drop. It also works well with Acolyte. I'm going to take it. I mean, we want a low curve. We're likely playing 15 lands as of right now. Well, Chandra's Pyreling, we currently have not a lot of stuff that deals damage to our opponent. We have a Volcanic Geyser. We have the Arsonists, which do actually work with it, as well as Hobblefiend. Arsonist Hobblefiend Pyreling is not the most impressive engine, but something we could think about. Plus, if we get any Magmuts, we're going to be happy we picked up the Pyreling. So, all right. Can take the Cliffs. Blue is definitely open in this direction. But you can't really splash without ways to splash. We'll take Dub. I don't think it makes the deck. Actually, I'll take a Scoured Barrens. We're not going to play Dub. And we could possibly splash something black. I don't know what, though. Bunch of green in here. We're going to pass that. Prismite in case we need another 2-drop. I'm not going to play the Dart. We are Removal Light. I'm going to pass all this. It looks like we got cut this direction on what we wanted. We're going to take the white card. But, I mean, we're close to a deck already, and I do like what we have. Furor of the Bitten. You know, honestly, you stick that on an Arsonist, are you really that unhappy if they kill it and maybe you kill something else? Probably not. I'll try it. We're just hyper aggro enough where I like it. Someone can be in blue. I'm alright with that. Alright. Sorry, we're not in green or blue. Runed Halo, no. Furious Rise, not what we're looking for. Can take a second Hobblefiend. We do have 2 Arsonists. I think we just want Weirds for days, though. Because they're just good with everything else that we have. So, why not? Just play a bunch of them and then cantrip. I mean, if we, with 4 Spellgorger Weirds, I'd be happy to pick up like 5 more Crash Throughs and just make it come together here. We're gonna take it. I'd like to wheel that Hobblefiend if I could. Taking Shock here seems good to me, but you know what else seems good? Glorious Anthem. Even in the low creature deck, I think you're always happy to have a Glorious Anthem. And, of course, it's the pack that has everything we want. Bozer's Acolyte, Glorious Anthem, Shock. Alright. What can you do? What can you do? You have to take good cards. Goblin Wizardry is, like, kind of exactly what our deck wants to do with Crash Throughs. And now that I actually know it's an instant, I'm also quite a bit happier with it. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of does everything you want. Pumps your Weird, activates Prowess, gets triggered with Prowess. Spark Hunter Masticore is also really just a really good card, but I'm going to take the Wizardry. I mean, this seems like a great deck for it. So we can take Burn Bright. That's definitely going to be good in here, too. Not much else for us. I'll take it. What am I cutting? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. For now, I'm taking this. So, Feat of Resistance, one of my favorite cards in the set. I'm going to take it. I want the protection. I want the counters. Windscarred Crag would be good, but we're playing Feat. I'm going to make it work. There's also another Arsonist in here, which would be nice, but we'll take the Feat. So, Angelic Ascension, that's cool. I haven't gotten to play this, and it fits with our deck, and getting 4/4 Angels out of nowhere is really good. Plus, randomly, I guess in a pinch, if your opponent has something that's a must deal with, turn it into a 4/4 Angel and hopefully find a way to deal with that. Battalion, another Swift Response. I think we just go Wizardry for days here. Wizardry for days. Griffinary, we're not gaining life. We can probably take the Crag now. I think Burn Bright is good in our deck. We already have one, though, and let's just make our mana better. Got the Hobble Fiend back, which is kind of a gift because I wanted to play it. I don't know if the Pireling's actually going to make the deck. Not that that's a big deal. Here, none of this matters. We'll take a Kerr, I guess. So we only ended up with 2 Crash-Throughs and a Defiant Strike for cantrip.decks. That didn't quite work out, but oh, spoke too soon. Taking it, playing it, making it work. Could take the Pegasus. I don't think it makes the deck. I don't think... We're going to be cutting some things. We are going to be cutting some things. But overall, I like where we're at. I think it's a cool, maybe cute deck. Hopefully not cute. I want it to be better than cute. I don't know if the Unleash Fury... I was kind of hoping Unleash Fury was 1 mana. Now that I know it's 2, it's a little bit less attractive. So we have to make 7 cuts. Huh. Battalion's actually kind of sweet with Wizardry. Pyreling doesn't really work that well in the deck. It does have synergy with Arsonist, but probably not something I need. Unleash Fury, I think I'm off Unleash Fury. We don't have to make 7 cuts. I forgot. We can run less lands because we have 4 cantrips. I'm willing to run. I'm probably willing to run 15. It seems a bit light, but with only 4 4-drops and nothing higher, it might be okay. I think we're going to end up cutting some 3-drops. That's probably the game plan here. I think we're too aggro to make Swift Response work. I don't know. Führer is 1 mana. It's hard to cut 1 mana cards in general in a deck like this. I think we're going to cut the Thrill. It does help you find lands, and it activates stuff, but it's not probably better than other stuff I've gotten here. I think I will cut the Battalion, even though I kind of like it in here. We really have 14 creatures with the Wizardries. And I only have to make 1 more cut, I think. I think with 4 cantrips, like I said, I think I can get away with 15 lands. So maybe the Führer can go. Could cut the Sky Scanner. It's not really that aggressive. It does cantrip, but it basically just works well with Acolyte. I guess it's okay with Hobble Fiend. Draw, and then you can get a good sack target. It's also our only evasive creature. It's pretty good with Glorious Anthem. It's not bad with Angelic Ascension. It does actually have some random synergies in here. Not bad with Charger. Maybe we keep it around because it's our only flyer. Maybe we just cut the Führer then. I mean, this is hyper-aggressive enough where Führer does something, but whatever. So 15 lands, we can run 1 tap land. What's our color scheme looking like? Double. Unfortunately, double the red in a deck that needs some double white. I guess we need double red too. While we're playing the Crag and we're doing an even split is what's happening. Even though we have double the red. So, yeah. Alright, 15 land deck here. We'll see if the cantrips play the same as the cycling deck, where, I mean, I assume it does. They're like 1 mana cyclers, kind of. Defiant Strike a little bit less so because you actually need a target. But Crash Through, absolutely. I mean, there's supposed to be gasoline for our Spellgorger weirds, but in a pinch, you play them. We'll give it a try. We'll see what we can do with this. We'll see you round 1. Alright, we're in round 1. We're going to play first. It's a keep. Good hand. Crash Through, giving trample to our trample creature. It's okay. No need to play it. We're hoping to get that maximum value out of it. There it is. That's pretty cool, actually. Now, turn 4, double pump weird, even be able to sack it if they have some sort of weird answer to it. Let's go weird here. Pass. All right. Okay. So, let's go crash through. Let's go. I think we'll go Defiant Strike 2. Because I could draw like a Speed of Resistance or something. Immolator's good. Alright, let's get in for 5 here. And I'm going to play the Immolator. Now we're tapping out for this, but we get a big gain with this Immolator. We have Geyser in hand, which can already nuke for 3 to any target. If they have Faith's Fetters, we couldn't do anything anyway. Well, we would have been able to sack it there. Also, the main deck Legion's Judgment is a bit surprising. Unleash Fury. Wait, didn't I cut this? At least it's an instant. Could Geyser Watchdog. I don't really want to. Definitely just take the trade here. It's okay. I'm not going to play the Fury. I could and get in for 6. But I like having the sack ability better on that. I want to be able to make this thing huge. Sack and kill something huge if I have to. Okay. So I'm gonna Geyser that. I'm pretty surprised they attacked there. I mean, I want to Geyser them, to be honest, but we only need to Geyser for 3, which is nice. And they're leaving the red untapped, so we can use that. If I had another mana, could get in for even more. Well, may need to trade the, oh, there we go. I'm going to trade the Unleash Fury as a combat trick. I think now we can get in. Basri, huh? It only gains indestructible until end of turn, so I guess that's nice. Alright, Arsonist. No sack outlet, though. Man. It is so close. I guess we attack with both. We kind of can't afford to not take them to 1 here. If they have another swift response, I guess we're toast. Speed of resistance? Alright. They still go to 1. So as long as I can't gain life, we're okay. This doesn't have life gain in it anywhere, does it? No. Alright, well, Arsonist could win us the game here, as long as they don't exile it. Or give life gain of some sort. Hey, that's fine. Arsonist for the win. Nice. Alright, took down game 1. Do we want to sideboard anything? Well, Bozri's pretty good. They are running Dub too, which I guess makes Swift Response better. I still really don't like Swift Response in this match. They have their main decking Legions in, so I don't like Fury of the Bitten. That's a bit much. I mean, I can block their Pegasus with mine. I don't really care about that. Is Burn Bright worse? Would I rather just have another creature? We didn't see any of our wizardries. Like, we had a lot of potential upside to seeing a Burn Bright given a different spread of cards. But why am I running Unleash Fury? Granted, it did get a lot of damage in, but maybe we just do the Battalion. Or would I? Well, it's good. It pairs well against a Pegasus. Does not pair super well against an Alpine Watchdog unless I have 2 other creatures, which is possible. Because, I mean, Arsonist pairs well against the Watchdogs, and it's a 1-drop, which is nice. Alright, and we still have how many non-creatures? 12? Yeah, this is good. I'm happy with this. Yeah, it's a keep. Weird into wizardry, I like that. With Defiant Strike. Boros spells. That's a weird combo. No one expects that. No one ever expects Boros spells. Alright. Looks good to me. I like that. Turn a token into a 4/4 Flying Angel. That's pretty good. Didn't attack. They must have Swift Response, which is fine. We're gonna hold off here, actually. I'd rather just build a bunch of things up here. I'll happily get in with some wizardries. Yeah, and now they can't Swift Response, which is really good news for us. Go wizardry. Pump weird. Another weird. Yeah, that's so good. So we go weird. Crash through. And then attack with everything. Got to even trample. Got a big army. They could Swift Justice or Legion's Judgment. Alright. I think there's a pretty good chance they have oh, that's good. So now we just attack. They Swift Justice. I can or not Switch Justice. Hey, worded battlements. Uh-oh. So I can Ascension my wizard. Yeah, I'm kind of cool with that. Pretty lethal. They definitely have to have removal. Well, that was cool. Boros spells doing stuff. Alright. We'll see you round 2. Alright. Unleash Fury. Not happy to see it. Well, I just hope it I hope it eventually pays off with a Spellgorger Weird. Dealing 1 quadrillion damage. Larcenist. Oh, that's a scary one. Oh, that was a good draw. Okay. So this is one of those times where we probably play the main phase wizardry to get the extra counter. I could have left up the feat, but I think now it's going to be quite the race here. They're drawing every turn and doing nasty stuff. Maybe they let us untap to try and do something. I mean, if I can get the feat. Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as killing it, but it's still not great. Angelic Ascension. Well, it's potentially good, actually. I can eat that Larcenist. I might need to leave up the feat, too, though. Alright, we're going to pass. The plan is to Ascension this after they attack. And then if they have something to deal with it. I mean, if they have a counter spell, we're toast anyway, but so we can at least block the Larcenist. And they can't feat, which is good. Or they can't feat. They can't do anything really about our angel here. They can try and burn it, but we've got protection. We can make it bigger. Alright. We have a chump block cantripper. It's pretty decent. And a Maestral Singer. Okay. So they've got some decent blockers there. 6 mana at our disposal, so we can go weird. And probably pass, I guess. Can't currently win that race. Alright. So, we'll protect it. Give Pro Blue. So, that's cool, actually. I think we'll go Fiend. We go Arsonist. Sack Arsonist. Kill this. We can attack with everything here, actually. And potentially, if we don't kill them, it's close. Because they don't have gray blocks. I'm happy to take an Angel for 2 Ghostlights here, because our board is better. And the fact that they did nothing here means we can Unleash Fury and get in a boatload of damage. It's so close. It's so painfully close. I could have... Well, the thing is, if I pinged them, then they would have had the Skyscanner to chump, which they definitely would have done. I mean, we also have Volcanic Geyser and another Arsonist in here. Maybe I shouldn't take out Unleash Fury. It has done... I mean, it's done what I needed it to do. Get in a bunch of damage to put them at a point where they don't have great attacks or blocks. Hobble Fiend is looking really good, too, when your opponent's at 1. I mean, that makes sense. You kind of have to do that as, like, step 1. Step 1, deal with the trampler that I can't make bigger than 3 toughness. The Sky Elder's blocker, so is Larcenist. So, and they're tapped out, and they're attacking? No kidding. Attack with those 2. Okay. So the plan is to chump with that. And we did not draw anything. So we attack with everything. Well, we can't do that. We can attack with these 2, but then they just chump twice. So really, I guess the only attack we have is the weird. They're going to get to maybe draw off Larcenist here. Oh wait, they wouldn't have been able to block there, but... No, that's true. But they would have kept the prowess and any spell would have put me in. Well, maybe I would have been able to chump. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep the Angel back? I'm not sure. Alright. Double. Wonder what the dilemma was with that one. Because now they have these that I must block. Should probably attack with everything, I would think. Rattle Shaman seems a bit odd in their deck, but not bad there, I guess. I'm surprised they didn't at least attack with the Larcenist. So they have bounce stuff. They have burn. That is going to make some of our stuff worse. Because we don't have a ton of protection spells. We basically just have the... what's this do? Oh, that's a good card. Getting back the Dragonfire. I don't know about the... I still don't know about Unleash Fury. Let's see if we have a better... I don't know if I love Makeshift Battalion here. Might not be good enough. So, we'll figure it out. But we do have Swift Response. That's going to be good against the Larcenist plan and the evasive creatures. I don't want to play it, but I think we will. Unleash Fury will take out. Are there any more reactive cards I can play? They have all the bounce, so it is making Angelic Ascension worse, but I feel like you kind of need it. I think this is fine. We'll make that swap so we have an out for a buffed Larcenist. I mean, they still get to draw the card, but at least you deal with it, I guess. I don't love it, to be honest. And I don't love this card in our deck, but I think it's all we've got. We'll play first. Gonna mull that. I guess we'll keep this. And we'll dump a... we have more red cards in our deck, I think. Yeah, our plan does get kind of wrecked by the roaming Gaslight. Or Gaslight? Gaslight? Something light. Spectral light. Light. Ghost light. That's what it is. That's the ticket. Oh, that's cool. So we can crash through first. Oh, that's cool. I think we actually play another weird, because even if they do have Scorching Dragonfire, I think it's just better to do this. It gives us another... They have bounces. We wanna be building up two weirds, and next turn the Anthem buffs them both. It just seems worth it. I suppose. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Well, he stole game 2. That's cool. Glorious Anthem, Spellgorger weirds. How often does that happen? It's got to be a rare occurrence. Like I said, though, that swift response, man, do I not like it. Man, do I not like it. When you're trying to be aggressive, it's like just so bad. They'll be back on the play, though. Maybe it'll be good there. All right. Let's hope. It's a keep. Good hand. Very good hand. Exactly what our game plan wants to do. All right. That's unexpected. Just gonna kill that. Hopefully draw the land, which we did. So now we can at least play the weird. And if they can't deal with it, we can make it big. All right. So I'll crash through. Yeah, I suppose we probably suited up. Yeah, I mean, we know they have two roaming ghosts. It might actually be better to hold off then, huh? Because I think they have the roaming ghost light. So I'd rather just like play a Sky Scanner or a Hobble Fiend or something. Probably Sky Scanner. Best use of mana, draw another thing. Okay, Burn Bright's actually pretty cool. Kind of as expected. So if I'd gone on all in on weird, I don't think we would have dealt enough damage. So I kind of like this more anyway. Weird. Let's see. Can leave up the Defiant Strike on the scanner. How much do they have right now? 5, 7. Can make this unblockable. Can't make the Ghost Light unblockable though. Alright, we just get in with the Arsonist then. the second Ghost Light's gonna get us. Unless I have some sort of way to deal with Battle Rattle Shaman, which I don't think I do. Actually, we could draw a Fate's Fetters. That would keep us alive. It's the only out I can think of, though. So... well, that actually... it doesn't quite keep us alive, though. Alright. Pass. It was a close match. It really came down to them not having both the Ghost Lights, but I think we could have gotten it otherwise. Because it was really close. Alright. We'll see for the last one. Alright, round 3. We'll play first. Yeah, we can keep that. I never liked the Charger on an empty board, but we'll see. Maybe I'll draw another 1 or 2 drop I can play instead. Oh. Lucky me. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Let's go weird here. I think. We can do Charger plus Arsonist. I kind of like that more, actually. Because Charger trades with Riddle Forms. Not to mention we get in 4 points of damage on turn 3 and have 3 creatures. All of which are pretty good. And a Burn Bright in hand. And a Wizardry. So, we traded 3 cards for 2. Not my favorite. We also did get a bunch of damage in. And we can still activate Immolator. Yeah, this is amazing. We can just cash that out at will. Oh wait, do I have to tap it? No. No, I do not. Enforcer. Alright, well. I tag with this and this. Stick that in front of that. Stick this in front of that. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, granted, we lost our little Immolator, but I don't think that matters. Yell Super, alright. So land kind of does nothing here. I don't want to trade a weird for that. They're out of cards in hand too, though, so we can hang out for now. I don't have a really good attack there. Alright, that's a good one. That's good too. They can double block the weird though. I don't think that matters though, does it? No, no it doesn't. They double block weird, we cash out the arsonist, kill whatever's left over. Okay with that too, actually. Unleash Fury. Always popping up. I don't even have to show them the Unleash Fury now, because I just get to trample right on over. Alright. So blue-white, skies. Definitely some skies in there. Definitely some skies. Do I take out Unleash Fury again? They look fairly aggressive. And they're going to be on the play. Would I prefer? Well, they were pretty defensive. Like I said, Swift Response is... This is not a good Swift Response deck. And that is so weird because... Weird. But... No, I don't think it is. Dump the Unleash Fury. It did win me one game, and I wouldn't say it lost me a game. I'd just say it didn't win me a game either. So it won me one game and didn't win me one game. Maybe this will be the rubber match. We need to decide if Unleash Fury is good. Best 2 out of 3. Good once, bad once. Let's see what it can do. Third time's a charm to be the deciding factor. Good hand. Immolator into weird, possibly into wizardry, into burn bright. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Oh, that's cool. I'll play it. They want to block with a Pegasus, yeah. And they don't even want to, so I'm cool with that too. Get the weird out. Then we can go weird number 2 plus Defiant Strike. It's nice. Sure. Still do weird. And we're leaving up the red mana to blow up Chorister if they try to pump it. Because I'll take that trade. Their turn plus a Chorister. I'm also okay holding off. We build a board and we're looking good too. So If we can get in with weird here. Guess we can get in with Immolator too, technically. Alright, so blow up Chorister. And then we'll play the Wizardry for the pump. I guess we should have done it after block, but what were the chances they block weird anyway? I don't know. Good enough where I should have just not done it, but it's okay. Alright, gain some life, draw a card. Another Pegasus. Well, thankfully we have 2 spells here, so. Alright, let's go. Let's just smash first. Because we're playing 2 spells, so it doesn't even matter. I mean, they got no other... They have no choice, really. And actually, now we don't even have to... Well, we're going to do it anyway. We do the strike first. I guess we don't have to, though, do we? We probably still will. And then... Yeah, we'll Defiant Strike the weird. Get in for approximately 1 quadrillion damage. Play a Hobble Fiend. Alright. Sweet deck. So much fun. Really a lot of fun. Awesome, weird archetype that I don't think you're going to see too often in this format. And it worked well. Clearly that was supposed to be... A lot of those cards were made for the Izzet deck, but it just worked just fine in Boros when you got the right combination of cards. So that was fun. Gadrak, that's a good one. Azusa. Yep, seen plenty of her. Shacklegeist. And Wild. Alright. Well, that was fun. Hope you folks enjoyed it. I certainly did. We'll see you for the next one.